welcome to a new vlog. I'm currently in a part of Gatwick Airport I've never been in before, which is quite exciting. We are on our way to America. Now, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll know that every now and then I've gone to Stamford in Connecticut, which is just north of New York, fairly regularly because Chris works with an office over there. So actually he came without me last time for the first time, but I am lucky enough that I get to accompany him, so it's not really a holiday, it's sort of just like a trip away, but it's fun. It's good to see somewhere new. So that's what's happening this week. I don't know how much I'll be vlogging. Like last time, I went in January for a whole month. This time we're going for 2 weeks, but I have brought all my writing work with me, so most of the time I'm just going to be sitting in the hotel room writing and typing up on my laptop. I think we're going to hire a car at the weekend and go exploring like we did last time, and maybe do some photo shoots with new outfits that I've brought with me ready for the blog. And so yeah, just filling you in on what's going on. Oh, I'm gonna start walking around because I think we're going to be boarding soon. But how have you managed in the heat? According to my Instagram and Facebook, last night and yesterday, most places around the country had rainstorms and thunderstorms. I don't think we did in Somerset. I think we just happened to completely miss it. So I think my plants are possibly still suffering. Hopefully while we're gone it'll be raining. I'd just say hello. It's been a while. We arrived on Saturday. It is now Friday. We're staying at the Amsterdam hotel, which is fine. The first thing we did though was went and bought a scented candle. The whole hotel just smells a bit rank, but apart from that the place is clean. Yeah, we did get the deluxe room, and I would recommend you do that if you are staying in the room, because they made a mistake and put us in an ordinary king room, and it would be far too small if you're in here during the day. So I have got this little sort of seating area here. We have got a microwave and fridge, and I have spread out all of my makeup over the surface there. The desk was originally over there, but I couldn't stand the air conditioning cold air in my ear, so I actually moved the desk to here. So that's where I'm working every day. Stuff, telly. There's our scruffy bed, you don't need to see that. And then a very basic bathroom, which is sort of fine. And there's me. So this week I have made really good progress on writing. Yeah, I don't mention this very often, so perhaps if you haven't been around for long you won't know, but I am in the middle of writing a book. I've written a book before, I am an author, but it's been a while. And I'm writing another one, which is probably about twice as long, so it is taking a long time. And that's what I was out here doing mainly when I stayed here in January, and as we were here for 2 weeks. That 2 weeks is a bit awkward. It's not quite long enough to settle like the month was in January, but it's definitely too long just to treat as a holiday where you don't have to do anything. So I am getting on with it, although I have also been over to the shopping mall and Target. I do like the clothes in Target. I had much better success at finding things I liked in there. Also went to see Mamma Mia. Here we go again. I loved it. Really recommend it. I think it's better than the first one actually. Very, very clever. Well done, and just all heartwarming and tingly, and a little bit teary as well. So I won't ramble on too much, but I will be vlogging this weekend. We've hired a car so we can get out of Stamford and see some of what else Connecticut has to offer, or we might go into New York State, I'm not sure. Last time we did explore the mountains of New York, so we might be going to some of those places to see what they look like in summer, because of course they're covered in snow back then. Yes, I'll take you along with us, and it'll be a bit of a behind the scenes at blogger photo shoot, because of course great locations. I'm going to stock up on some outfit shoots for the blog, so I just thought I'd do a quick hello. I kind of miss chatting to the camera for a whole week. I'll see you again tomorrow. lovely weather for sightseeing. Actually, we've been quite lucky. The traffic's been really slow. It's taken us 3 hours to get here. On Google Maps it said an hour and a half because the traffic has just been really slow because of the weather. But I did say the longer we're in the car, the more chance of it stopping raining, and it kind of has. It's now at a manageable amount of rain anyway. I've got a Mac, but you haven't got anything, so I'm guessing you're going to get quite wet today. Yeah, not the best weather for taking all of our outfit shots that we had planned. But we are at Mystic, which is apparently famous for a film called Mystic Pizza, which we watched the trailer for so that we knew more or less what it was about, but we haven't actually watched the film. We've driven through and it looks like a nice town, lots of little independent shops that we might stop and look at. So I think that's the plan to do now. And find a loo. I really need the loo. Just thought I'd update you on that. Well, that's Mystic there behind me. It was a very pretty town. I'm really glad that we did go there. And just on a change of outfits for a photo shoot like I said that we would be today. So do go and have a look at my vlog for those photos. I've got a headscarf in that Rain got me from a vintage shop in Glastonbury today. So yeah, we took some photos in Mystic and had a look around. It's a really pretty village. There's some nice clothes shops. Would you call it a village or a town? I don't know. But anyway, we've now sort of just come out to the outskirts and are looking across at it. It's very calm, very peaceful, and the rain has stopped, which is so lovely. I hope, fingers crossed, it stays that way for the rest of the day because it was hammering it down on the way here. Okay, well I think we're getting back on the road and looking for somewhere to eat because it is 20 to 3 and I'm a bit peckish. Hello, and yes, another outfit change. We've come to a place called Bluff Point State Park, which I didn't really know we didn't know what it was. We just thought we spotted it on the map as we drove past and thought, well, it's by the sea, it's a state park, usually they're quite pretty. So we just came here. Oh, is it starting to rain? I think it is. So we just came here and did some outfit posts by, I'll just quickly come up and show you there because there was no one about just there. I think the tide is in. It's a shame we couldn't sort of get to these bits here, that would have been quite pretty. Still not found anywhere to eat yet, so I think that's next on our mission. Still very warm, it's very sort of humid. After the very dry heat we've had in England, it's quite a change, quite different. Everyone, I thought I'd give you a little update on our day. We've just been travelling around. We found a website that said, I think, 10 prettiest towns in Connecticut. So we're sort of using that as our guide, just looking at some nice towns. Mystic was definitely the best one. Then we went to a place called Old Saybrook. Weren't all that impressed with that one. We didn't. It was apparently old, but we didn't really see any old buildings, and we drove right the way through the main sort of high street area. Ended up at the coast where there was a closed down cafe of some kind, and that was that. So no, wouldn't bother with that one again. Then we drove up to Essex, which was very pretty, but they were having a lobster festival and it was a huge deal, and there was nowhere to park. Car park was full and everyone around all the streets was getting out of their cars with picnic hampers and chairs for this lobster festival, so we couldn't stop there. We've just driven through a couple of other places, trying to find a beach actually to do some photos, but all of the beaches in Connecticut are residents only. We've just found one. Do you have any idea where we are?
You said the name of it earlier.
Well, we went through, it was another British name, Milford.
Yeah, that's what it says we are.
Oh, we're still in Milford. We're sort of on the outskirts of Milford, I would say. We're not in the main, quite posher part of Milford. Yeah, that was on the list. That was quite pretty. And we've ended up here, which is quite a nice, well, I wouldn't know, I was about to say it's quite a nice beach, but actually it's not really. It's very, very shelly, so it's not pleasant sand to walk on at all, but this boardwalk bit's alright. Still, it's so weird seeing still sea when in England it's always crashy. Are you having a good day?
Yes.
Yeah, it's nice to get out and about and see some different towns. It's a shame today's already almost over. It feels like it's gone quite quickly actually, but I think, yeah, it's nice to sort of stretch our legs. We've been in the car quite a lot today, but tomorrow we shall be out and about a bit more. I think we're going up to the mountains to see some of the places we saw in the snow and ice in January. So that'll be interesting. So I think I'll probably say goodbye for today and I'll see you tomorrow. Sun's just set. Good morning. We're crossing the Hudson River. When we did this in January, this was actually frozen. This huge great river was frozen. It's ridiculous. Well, we've arrived at our first stopping point. We're at Harriman State Park. We decided not to go all the way up to the Catskills Falls and the Catskills Mountains because we drove for a long time yesterday and that was still another 2.5 hours away. So this is a bit nearer, and it's so funny seeing we've just passed loads and loads of lakes that were just solidly frozen in January, and now they're all pretty and sparkling and packed with people. It's quite bizarre. One of the places we sort of briefly looked at was just covered in people treating it like a beach. They would like a beach in England with like parasols and everything. So this is sort of where we're at. There's a beautiful sparkly lake behind me and a few people having their picnics, and it's quite nice with the breeze and the shade because it's a blooming hot day. I don't know what it is in centigrade, but it was 92 when we left Stamford. I am about to do outfit photographs in this new dress that I bought from... I've got to try and get to the end of my sentence without asking you for help halfway through all of them. Where did I get this dress from? The Target one.
I think so. I don't
Target, I think,
me,
yeah.
So, it must have been Target.
So we're looking for a footpath ideally through the woods because the blue would stand out quite well against all the green trees. Hello. We off then?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, it's so lovely here. It's just a really nice, calm, peaceful spot. Apart from there's a dickhead with some sort of motorbike that keeps coming round and revving really, really loudly. But apart from that, it's a really nice spot and everyone's just having their barbecues and lots of little family group outings today. Oh, the crickets have just started up really loudly. How funny. Just as I was saying, it was really peaceful. Oh, there's some people jumping in the lake over there. Lake swimming is just not something we do so much in England. We were just saying about this. It's just not something we really do, really. I mean, we used to live near Haysden Lake and Barden Lake. You wouldn't really want to go swimming in there. The disadvantage of coming in summer is we had to pay for parking. It was $6 and that should take us to all the car parks in the area. Advantage though coming in summer is the toilet blocks are unlocked and usable. So you don't have to find a tree or a rock to squat behind. Back at the car, we're off to the next place. We've just come to the same spot that we did some photos here back in January, so we thought it would be fun to do sort of recreate the photo shoot, which was sort of balancing on a log over there. Oh, I tell you what though, the difference between January and summer is in the snow you don't have a whole ton of horrible spiders and giant ants and other creepy crawlies and trying to bite you. Yeah, so that was a little bit but I think we've got some good pictures. Yeah, another outfit change of course. Well, we've come out for our picnic lunch and we have found the most beautiful spot. Have a look at this. Right now. And here's our picnic. I did make a sandwich before we left. See, that's my healthy bit there. You know that bit where I said I was glad it wasn't too hot? It was about 10 degrees cooler than Stamford. Well, now it's definitely at least 10 degrees hotter than Stamford. So flipping hot. We've just finished our picnic. That was really nice sitting here with this gorgeous view. I guess now I've got to pack up and I think we're going to come back to the spot and do an outfit change. But really, it's just too flipping hot to be getting in and out of clothes. We've come to the top of Bear Mountain. This bit was completely blocked off in the winter, so we haven't seen this before. Wow, the view is amazing. Well, we came here for sunset, but we're a bit early. We're just gonna have a little snack. I know you've probably just seen us have a picnic, but that was quite a while ago now. We had a bit of a nap in the car, didn't we? It's still very, very hot. And wait for sunset, I guess. Don't you think?
Yeah.
That'd be a great spot for sunset. I think it's worth hanging around for.
Yeah.
Well, it's no wonder I was so hot earlier. We checked the temperature and it was just 38 degrees. And that was at 6 o'clock in the evening, so no wonder I was so hot earlier. We're down here.
I think so.
So the sun is just changing colour, as you can see from this beautiful flattering orange glow. Yeah, we're finding a spot for a sunset shoot. We just had a walk. It was called a picnic. I didn't see any picnic spots, did you? Oh, there's a photography shoot going on already. And we saw a pregnancy shoot going on earlier. Yeah, and we saw a snogging couple that looked like they might have just got engaged. It's obviously that sort of a spot. Yeah, we walked around. It means we have now walked some of the Appalachian Way, which is quite a cool thing to say. Even if it was a very short piece of the Appalachian Way. Yeah, so a bit of a contrast from yesterday weather-wise. I think we've picked it the right way around as we have been under the trees, even though it's been baking hot today. Oh my gosh, there are so many people doing photo shoots here. I've literally had to find a rock and bagsy it by standing on it while Chris gets the camera stuff out. Sadly, we can't see the sunset from here. We sort of tried. Look, it's just setting through the trees just there. So instead of getting the sunset in the background of the shot, we're just gonna go for the nice colours in the sky. If I do that, you can just see them. Chris is setting up the flash, hanging it from a gorilla pod off the tree, which is quite clever. There's a firefly just down there. I'm going to try and capture it for you. Oh, my battery light's flashing. You saw it? If I turn it up, I'm determined to capture a firefly. Oh yeah, there we go. Gotcha. Right, well this place shuts at dusk, so I'm just going to go up to the view and take a couple of photographs of my own of the view before it gets too dark. God, what is my friend doing? An emergency situation has occurred, people. I don't quite know what to do with myself. The Wi-Fi has stopped working in the hotel. Send help, please. Oh God, so we are actually in a different room. I've made a mess of it already. It's been a hell of a day actually. It started not working last night and we told them, we let them know. They didn't really believe us. Still not working today. So they moved us down to the room below. They tested it. I was there for 5 minutes, it stopped working. And for that, Chris came over from work and helped me move everything. But then he'd already gone back to work by the time I realised that no, it's still not working. So moved along the corridor to this room, which is actually quite a bit bigger and a bit nicer. But again, I was here for 5 minutes. We checked, I brought my laptop, I brought my phone, we checked it was all working. No, it's still not working. So I've had no Wi-Fi all day. I'm going a little bit crazy. I can't check Instagram, I can't, and also I'm typing up my book, as you know, sorry if I keep mentioning it, and I keep coming across things I need to check. I need to check little bits of research, so instead I use Scrivener, by the way, which is like a writer's program. So I've got a little bit at the side with notes, so I keep having to make tons of notes. Need to check this, need to check this, need to check this. So it's been a bit of a pain. I've had a bit of a crappy day actually. You know, the room has got an extra chair here. I'm a bit miffed. The manager tried to put me in a smaller room when this room was available. It's also pouring with rain. I popped out this morning. I say pop out, it is like a 20-minute walk. But I walked down to Target this morning because there was a dress I really loved when I went down there last week. It sort of didn't fit quite right. And I just wanted to try the smaller size, but they didn't have one. Isn't that lovely when you can try a smaller size? Good on you, Target, for doing decent sizes for extra large and extra large. Right, okay, let's give this a try. Does that do anything? Oh, it's not a massage chair or anything, but that's still pretty darn cool, isn't it? You probably can't actually tell that I am laying back quite a lot, but oh well, that was a bit of fun. Cheered up my day a bit. Oh yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so I did get out and had a little bit of a walk, which I'm so glad I did this morning, because for the last sort of half hour it's been just lightning and thunder outside. And Chris is due home any minute. I hope he doesn't come back too soaking wet. And yeah, the Wi-Fi situation, sorry, I know I'm rambling now, but the Wi-Fi situation is an issue. So I haven't unpacked everything in this room because I don't know what's going to happen. We might even have to move hotels. When we were in Italy and the Wi-Fi didn't work straight away in our room, he was getting quite anxious about it, so I don't know what's going to happen when he gets back. Just thought I'd fill you in on that terrible situation that I'm in. Hashtag first world problems, I do know that, I do.
Now on track 5.
Then we walked past the library and now we've just popped into Bryant Park. See what's going on. There's always stuff going on here. I really like hanging around here when I've got spare time, when I've been here on past trips. I hope you can hear me, it's quite loud. But we've come out for the evening. Chris got time off work to go and see a show, so we're actually going to go and see the Book of Mormon this evening, which I'm really excited about. I can't wait to see it. My best Carrie Bradshaw skirt for the occasion. You got to really, haven't you? There's not exactly much legroom. Absolutely amazing. It was so good. The first half was slower and the second half was just so funny the whole way through. And the whole time I was just smiling. It was just, yeah, really do recommend the Book of Mormon. And it's bizarre that what is actually real. Okay, so we're now off to find somewhere to eat. It's 9:30, so I hope we find somewhere that's still serving food. I should think so. Yeah. Oh, I have to say, the cast were astounding. You couldn't, I don't know, I've never seen talent like that before. Honestly, I really haven't. I would say both of the main characters, the girl and the boy, were fantastic. They're singing, well, particularly the girl singing, and the guys acting were just amazing, absolutely amazing. Just had a very nice dinner. Did you enjoy your burger?
I did, it was lovely.
And I had the best pork chop I've ever had in my whole life. So here's a recommendation for Croton Reservoir Tower. As we came out of the show and it was 10 o'clock, a lot of places were shut, but I was so pleased that that one was open. Definitely a place to go if you've just seen the show on Broadway and are looking for somewhere to eat. So now we are just going back to the train to go back to the hotel. Hello everyone, I thought I'd say hello. I just wanted to say I will be writing a blog post with a review of the Book of Mormon, so if you're interested in going, if you think you might like to sit, then do have a look at that. There'll also be some tips about where to sit, because where we were, it was so uncomfortable because there's no leg room where we were at all, so I'll give some tips about that as well there. So it's our last day, we're off tomorrow morning. I'm feeling a little bit down today actually. I've had a bit of a cry even earlier, because I should be packing up my camper van today for the New Forest Fairy Festival. I've done it every year since it began, I think 6 or 7 years ago, and Chris said to me, we'll book it anyway, but the price of a pitch is so expensive. I didn't want to lose the money, because we thought we were moving here. We thought we'd be here, or at least on our, like, in the process of packing up the house and moving here for a year. I think I've mentioned it in a previous vlog. So I didn't book the pitch fee, and I missed out on getting a stall, and I'm really gutted about it. So I'm like thinking about everyone right now going to the New Forest, and yeah, it just made me a little bit sad about that. But I've sort of picked myself up. I've gone to the gym. I've gone to the gym every day we've been here. I've been quite proud of myself. I'm not a gym person. I don't like it at all. I've only done sort of 20 minutes to half an hour each time, because otherwise I get too worn out, because, well, I've talked about it a bit more in my hypothyroid disease story video, but yeah, basically I can't do a lot of exercise. It just doesn't work for me. But that has actually helped. I feel a little bit more cheery, and Chris and I are off for dinner, so that should be nice. God, my hair's gone a bit 80s today. So anyway, I just thought I'd say a quick hello really, and we've been packing all afternoon. That's all done. Fitted the sunflowers in the suitcase just about, and I'll see you again later. Is it nice? Just walking back, feeling quite full. Stamford at the moment has got all these statues everywhere. Keep thinking they're real people. Morning everybody, we set the alarm because we're off this morning. Yeah, we've got to get to the airport quite early, so I just thought I'd pop in and say goodbye. And also I wanted to say, I forgot to explain about the New Forest Fairy Festival yesterday. If you're new here, then I should explain that I have a stall there. I sell clothes that I make with my clothing business, Threads of a Fairy Tale. And I'm sorry if I do forget to say things like that. Do ask me in the comments below, because I know I do sometimes forget, so I'm really sorry about that. It's kind of getting that balance right between repeating myself over and over and also explaining for new viewers. So I hope I'm sort of getting the balance right a bit, but do tell me if I'm doing one or the other too much down in the comments. Also, it also marks my 3-year anniversary of vlogging. I did videos before that relating to the clothing business mainly, but that was the very first vlog I did. So yeah, so it's the anniversary of vlogging, which is quite cool. Right, so we're all packed up, suitcases are zipped up, and we're off to the airport. It's a shame the plane was delayed by a couple of hours, and it's starting to get light outside, so it's annoying because we wanted to get home and go to bed and then wake up on Sunday morning feeling like it was a fresh new day sort of thing. I don't know, we're going to manage that now. So, well, it was a productive 2 weeks. Chris got lots of work done, I got lots of work done. I'm quite pleased I reached my goal of getting, oh, it's going dark, I better wrap this up quickly. I reached my goal of getting the book finished that I was typing up, so I'm now 2/3 of the way through typing up what I need to, so that's good. I really am really dark, so I'm gonna have to just say goodbye. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what we got up to in America for a couple of weeks, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new around here, please hit that subscribe button. Hopefully see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.